Today we're going to repeatedly launch this man higher and higher and higher. The higher he goes, the more we earn. And we can already launch him the height of small buildings, and we want to let him hit the ground? We can do that. And we can spend our hard-earned points on extra power or extra size, which makes us throw the idiot even higher into the sky. Eventually we'll be so big and strong that we throw this guy right out of the universe. So to sit back and enjoy the ride, just like our idiot. Well, we're getting to the height of hot air balloons because we're well above the skyscrapers. You think this guy would stop volunteering for this mission, but who am I to complain? We're about to break a new record and we'll hit 1,000 meters into the sky. Then we'll let him hit the ground, just for fun. But that can also give us more power and more size. I don't know what this one down here does. Oh, we unlock a man with a shirt now, which obviously means we need business. Look at the size of his arms. I guess it would be a pretty good workout, launching a 150-pound man into the sky repeatedly. And to be able to launch him this high would be quite a feat of strength, but he's only going to go higher and higher. We're already at 600 meters. Then I kind of dropped him, so we'll add a little more size and power yet again, then he'll hit those heights even sooner. So then I added just a little strength, and suddenly we are 4,000 meters above the Earth. Well, not we, he was, and I missed again. But that gave me 1,471 stars, which means I can get extra power and maybe even a new skin. Oh, I see what happens. They get stronger and stronger as they go because they get bigger. At least I think they do. I don't really know. We're just going to keep launching this guy until he's gone. It takes like 3 bounces now to get this guy up to this height. Now there's 10,000 meters. He's looking at the moon, or the moon's looking at him. It gets very hard to time that when he comes in that fast. But look at all the money we have. Let's upgrade size and power again. We'll get that new skin shortly. Broke a new record, 17,000 meters. We're getting close to the sun. Hopefully he hits it. But I think we deserve a new skin again. This one should be even stronger. He's wearing a mask, so he needs business. And he's got 2 infinity gauntlets. I think I've determined that there's a way bigger window for clicking than I thought. I was trying to be too fine with it. There's a new record, 23,000. So we'll let him fall back down to Earth and launch him again. Now we've got it under control. 140,000 meters into space. Oh, he falls so quickly. There's no way I could have caught that. But we got $7,000 to spend. Should we buy a new skin? That leaves us with like a mole. That might also be like a Goron from Zelda. I'm not really sure. We have extra power as well. Let's launch. I guess it's kind of like learn to fly, but this guy's never really going to learn to fly. He's just going to get launched until he crashes into the Earth. Or whatever he happens to hit out there in space. I'm not choosy either way. But we'll go for a new record today. Every launch goes a little higher and higher, so there's 80,000. Catching him at this point is pretty hard. This should be a new record by quite a bit. We're passing all the planets. 300,000 meters, somewhere out into orbit. Or way beyond orbit, I should say. And we managed to catch that one, and he's so far gone that he's passing meteors. And some kind of little alien. So we gotta watch the numbers when we get close to the countdown. We caught him again there. Okay, we're launching well over 1 million. There's 2 million meters into space. Imagine how much money this is going to be worth. The stories this guy could tell from the things he's seen. So that was worth 28,000 stars, which is pretty ridiculous. So we're going to make him bigger twice, stronger. Really, it looks like this skin would probably just kind of eat this guy.
Why launch him into space when you could eat him whole?
I didn't know we could get new people to launch. How long has that been an option for? Okay, now we're going to launch this woman into space. She's our new test pilot. She probably weighs less than the man, so that should be easier to throw. I bet the last guy's relieved he's not the one getting launched anymore. It's up to this poor woman to make it to the stars. And, well, that probably hurt. Well, I think it's probably time to spend some money. Do we want a new person to launch? Might as well. Okay, now we have that person. We're going to go 12,800, 12,800 for never before seen upgrades. We're going to go higher and higher. So 3 bounces gets us up to hot air balloon level. 5 has us tickling the edge of space ever so nicely. I kind of lost count, but there's the sun. Or what I assumed was the sun. Now we're blasting up to 416,000 in a very smiley looking planet. And beyond that is Jupiter. Should we buy a little more size? We might as well. We're an inch taller. That means we're going to be able to launch this person an inch further, but that's really going to make a difference. But we still broke a record. There's a new planet, 600,000 meters. And we got a good bounce on that, so we're going way past. 2.5, there's 3 million, and planets we've never even seen before. And then we hit the ground, but we got $60,000. Which means we don't even get a gorilla suit anymore, we get an actual gorilla. And then we're also going to take a little more power. And it looks like we've actually somehow unlocked a whole bunch of different things we can launch, so let's try this person. I don't know if the people I'm launching make a difference, but we're about to find out. Either way, they're going somewhere. This guy definitely seems very launchable. It didn't take him long at all to hit about 1,000,000 meters. And I'm really sure he's enjoying this ride. So let's do a little more power to our gorilla to launch him just a little further. All right, we got a pretty good launch this time. We're already at 1.5, 1.9, 2,000,000 meters. The aliens are very happy. And we got another good launch. There's a new record, 4,000,000 meters into the sky, coming up on 5,000,000. We're into blue planets now. And we crashed into the Earth, which probably hurt. But there's another 50 grand to spend, which brings us to this boxer gentleman. We can spend $51,000 on more size. I decided we're going to move to launching a fish, and we're going to get a little extra size again. At the very least, this fish is a lot of fun to launch, but he does go very far. We're at 1.7 million already. We've hardly had any tosses. The only good fish is one launched into orbit, 1,100 meters already. Look how big it gets. Every single throw gets like 10 times the distance. That was a good launch for our little fish. So we're going places. There's our previous record, and there it goes, 5.4 million. That's well into space past all sorts of things. Now to try and get one more launch, we're into the blue zone now. I don't know what happened. I think we're leaving. Yeah, there's the galaxy. So we're leaving the galaxy behind. 60,000 meters up. I can't wait to see what's beyond that. Maybe that's a universe below us. We're going to find a multiverse. And then we're going to leave that. But I don't know if I can catch this one. Oh, I got it. So now we're launching way beyond, I guess, the galaxy. I don't know if that's supposed to be the universe. 300 million meters, 400 million meters, and a big green thing in the sky. We're coming down quick. Wow, we're coming down real quick. No, I think the fish is probably dead on that one. But 300,000 points to spend, which is okay because we're now going to be launched by a furry, and we're going to get extra power times 2. Look how big his hands are. So 3 tosses puts us well above the blimp, so that bodes well for our universal adventures. Also, I hit a thing out of curiosity, and now we have 1E plus 07 stars, which is just a really, really big number, so we can afford more upgrades if we want them. When he gets so high, though, he basically just blinks to the ground from varying heights, and it's very hard to know when to touch. So now he's coming in. We're going to touch somewhere here. Nope, that was way too soon, but I just kept tapping to hopefully catch it, and I did. Now we're leaving the universe again. This power made a stupidly big difference. We just hit 23 million, and this is like our 6th bounce. Now I have no idea when to touch. Not then. Luckily we got another launch, so we can just throw him back up there. I really want to see what comes beyond all this, though. We need to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 100 more bounces. So we'll try very hard to time this one, but you see how fast it starts counting down? You start losing track. Like, where was I supposed to touch there? Well, the only cure for that, naturally, is to touch this big red button. That's going to give us 1.1 E plus 07. Then we're going to launch with a robot instead. And then we're going to make that robot bigger and bigger again. Because now every bounce is going to be worth that much more again. For example, 3 bounces now puts us almost into space. So now at least we're going to get money ever quicker and put us ever higher, ever faster. Okay, we're getting good bounces here. This was our 5th toss, and we're 3.5 million meters up. That means on our 6th, we're going places thanks to all that extra power. And then we hit the ground. Okay, let's pull out some of the big guns here. We're going to go with Doge here, who's incredibly big. And then we're also going to be launching a chicken, so I'm sure that makes a pretty big difference. Okay, I just got another really good launch. It's probably going to send us to new heights. There's at least 200 million, so I might have to land one more to get us a new record. But there's the whole galaxy again. There's no way I could have hit that. We went from like 1,000,000 meters up to the ground in a heartbeat. Okay, time to pull out even bigger guns then. Let's try this guy, who should be even stronger. I mean, look at the size of him. How could he not be? Then we're going to hit that button for some more easy money, extra power. Then we're going to launch a basketball. There we are. Now we'll reach new heights again. Another pretty good launch. Brought us up to 300. There's our record. Are we going to beat it? We're going to beat it. We're going past the big green thing in the sky. 550 million meters. All from a stupid basketball of all things. It'd be more fun if it was a person, but basketballs are pretty good too. And we missed the catch, but we got a lot of money. So we can afford more size again. Then we're going to go ahead and swap over to Dracula, and he's going to launch apparently this thing, which has more potential than anything we've launched yet, because that's only 2 launches. 3 launches puts us, yeah, way up there, 2,000 meters. This little rocket makes progress really fast. Okay, we got another pretty good launch. So far, the rocket is still going strong. We're over 300 million. I want to see what comes next, though. And it looks like we're going to. There's 500 million, 1 million million. We're getting into giant eyeballs in space, green space, big planets, lots of meteors, more aliens. So we're up to 5 million million. I guess that's also known as, 6 billion meters into the sky now. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to catch this one again, but we're sure going to try. I'm just going to kind of wait for it to get close and then start tapping away. It's going to take a long time to get back there though. But Dracula sure knows how to launch a rocket. Okay, you see, I had no chance there of getting it, but we can continue, so let's do it again. This will launch us just a little bit further, not much, but we'll see some new space. Because we're coming up to the record at 6 billion, we'll probably get 6.5, 6.6, actually closer to 7, over 7, wow. Probably helps that there's no gravity this far out into the multiverse. Then last time, since it just went from like a trillion to 0, I'm just going to start tapping pretty much now in the hopes that I can just catch it, even though I'm pretty sure it's actually impossible to catch this one right now. Come on, touch it, go somewhere, come on, nope. But look at all the stars we got. So I'm going to get more power again to launch us further. We're going to do the ultimate launcher, which is an octopus, and the ultimate launch E, which is a rocket. This extra rocket power should help propel us to new heights again, provided we can time our launches properly. It's strange now that this used to be way far out into space and now we do it in like one whole launch. Yeah, it really doesn't take long at all to send this rocket going a long ways, probably because it has thrusters of its own really. Well, I managed to get it sort of outside of the galaxy again, but we still have a long ways to go. Even at 400 million meters, we have a long ways left. I got another pretty decent launch at least. We're going up maybe to 1 billion, maybe not quite so far. We're back into purple space. We're about 1/10 of the way to our record so far, so if we land this next one, we'll be okay. But naturally, that's going to be a pretty big if because we're coming in so hot. We went from like 1.5 million to 0 in an instant. There's no way to time that. Here's another launch that has potential. We're into the green zone, so that's 500 million meters away. Now the pressure's on me to do the impossible and hit it one more time. So I'm just going to rapidly tap again, hoping to actually land this. Oh, we got it. Look at us go. How high are we going to go? Way past the purple zone. I think our record was 7 billion. We're at 5 billion. So there's our record. And there it goes. What's it? 10 billion? Nothing? Oh, a supernova. That's nice. So do we go into that? I hope there's someone in a rocket so they get sucked in and die. 16 billion meters. Oh, we are coming back down. We were hesitating to do it though. So what's beyond a supernova? We need to go further than 15 billion. I have no idea how to time this. I'm going to tap so quickly that my fingers are going to break. Starting probably at 1 billion right now because it's just going to blink down to Earth. Oh, we got it again. I don't know how I managed to time that, but I did. We're going beyond the supernova into rainbow space. We're into 100 billion. Hello, friend. Hi. Can you boost me up a little bit? We're into like Christmas lights. So 300 billion meters into space. I think we're in a different universe at this point. I'm not really sure. We're just cruising along. There's clearly not a lot of gravity here because we're just going and going and going. Getting close to 500 billion. Oh, no, we hit like a wall. The timer's not going backwards? Oh, okay, there it is. Had me worried that I broke something again, but we're so much further than we've ever been before, it's almost stupid. But I'm going to get ready to start tapping because this thing just blinks to the ground in an instant. I'm going to start tapping right now because I have no idea when we're going to touch the ground. Okay, we're just at the supernova still, but I'm still tapping. Come on, did I get it? I got it. We did it one more time. Now we're going to go even further. There's our past record. We're just going further into Rainbow Land. There's 1 trillion meters. We're 1 trillion meters into space. 2 trillion meters. I don't know if anything else is out here at this point. We're so far beyond the supernova that there's nothing really here. 5 trillion meters? 7 trillion? I don't know if there's anything left to see. Maybe a 10 trillion? The color changed a little bit. It's darker. It's getting lighter again, but we're so much further than we were before. We should have seen an entirely new zone if there was a new zone. Well, there was nothing new at 15 trillion meters, except a sense of accomplishment, because I didn't think I would get anywhere close to this far. 15 trillion, 575 billion, 790 million meters. My thing's gonna run out of battery before we get back to the ground. Like, this is actually taking forever. We're not even back at the supernova yet, and the supernova is way into space. Like, it's still going. We're finally... Oh, that was so quick. It went from the supernova to the ground. We didn't get a chance to catch it. But I feel like that's a pretty respectable score. Yeah, I mean, look how much money we have. I don't know how many upgrades that is, but it's actually a lot because that was so stupidly far.